Hey internet, guess what time it is? It's Konami time. And guess what they've done this time? They pretty much said that they're shutting, that confirms that they're shutting off the Kojima Productions Los Angeles studio, and pretty much Konami dropped a quote saying that Konami has made a decision to close its Los Angeles studio effective immediately due to the project development resources being restricted on into a more centralized unit. This functionality contributed to the recent Metal Gear Solid games. Konami will continue its operation to support all Metal Gear titles, including the recently launched Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain and Metal Gear Online. Metal Gear Online is still scheduled for release for PC on January 2016. And pretty much, I believe it was the Los Angeles, it was the 3D World's co-founder, George Broussard, who pretty much tweeted out and said that the rumor tells me that Konami has shut down the Konami Productions LA studio, taking with it approximately 35 jobs just before Christmas. And honestly, this is pretty fucked up because it sort of feels like it just came straight out of the blue, with Konami saying that the Los Angeles studios is an arm of the Kojima Productions, and one that's specifically focused on the development of Metal Gear Solid Online, responsibility for the online multiplayer service that's moved back to Japan shortly after Metal Gear Solid 5's Phantom Pain's release. So pretty much out of all this, what they're saying is that they are cutting off the arm of the company, which did actually focus on making a lot of the stuff that we deal with now in the Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, and the Metal Gear Online line stuff. So pretty much they are just shutting down everything that is Metal Gear Solid or Kojima production based. They are wiping the slate with them, but they still want to fuck with Metal Gear. So that pretty much moves me on to this other thing which is going on, is Konami is planning for its next large-scale Metal Gear Solid game. Konami is actually trying to, as a lot of folks have already guessed, that they are trying to make another Metal Gear Solid game, and pretty much it is unknown if Kojima will be involved or not. Best case scenario is that he won't be involved, and that this will be a game just like, I would say, Metal Gear Rising. But Metal Gear Rising had its cut mechanic. For something like this, I don't really know what they're even going to do with it, unless they decide to fill in way more blanks and put in like a nothing filler in the middle between Phantom Pain and the very first Metal Gear game, just so that they can sell way more games or something like that. And pretty much, when asked about what is going on, according to, I believe that's Nikki via Kotaku, the publisher pretty much went on to say that when we start development, a large-scale investment will become necessary, as that's what Konami said when quoted by Nikki from Kotaku. And I look at it and I'm for another big named Metal Gear game. I'm for that. If you're gonna make a Metal Gear game, you got to go big, go home. The only problem with that is that Metal Gear Solid the Phantom Pain is one of the bigger Metal Gear games out there to come out. I do believe ever since 4 last hit. But you look at that and it's like Kojima put 100% of his time in that, and he still had to cut things out. You still didn't want him putting out things, and also up on top of that, it still disappointed a lot of fans. Even looking at the whole insurance thing, which is making people wish that they never even bought the Metal Gear Solid the Phantom Pain, because of some stupid company decisions, and they've already sold over 5 million copies of this game. All right, and pretty much it just may continue to grow. Who knows? But but not most definitely slower now. But if you really think about it, it's like Metal Gear was one of those games which it was like, okay, it has a wonderful story, it's very, very deep, all these managing characters in it. Honestly, Metal Gear Solid 5 right now, like at its base form, it feels a bit incomplete because of the fact of Metal Gear Solid, even though I do know that most of the conversations and stuff like that, it's supposed to come from in-game. You're sneaking around and you get most of the story from that. Problem with that is though is that that's not how you've been introducing stuff to us, and when you change story like that, you sort of have a few problems which pop up like in the development room. But going back onto this whole like making a brand new Metal Gear game thing, I don't really know what is going to happen with that. And if Kojima is not present with this, best case scenario is that their chances for success really aren't all that high, but it can still be done if they do it competently and they focus on the sneak mechanics and stuff like that. But if you really think about it, these games can only really be good, or at least Kojima has been making these games for so long that no matter what brand new Metal Gear game that they make as a company, he is the only person over there, man, who has enough authority to say what is canon and what is not canon and where all this stuff fits in at. I mean, like, if anything, if they're going to make another Metal Gear Solid game, whether it be like an alternate universe or not, I would like it. I mean, hey, give me another universe like Metal Gear Acid, where like Snake's in the future somehow. But yeah, that is what I got to say about that. Please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. You know what to do down there. See you next time. Please keep watching and keep playing video games. I'm out.